Bad news! The screaming villager has appeared in this village!
Huh? A screaming villager? What's that?
It's a villager that screams with an incredibly huge mouth. That's him right there on the poster.
He's pretty scary.
And what's worse? One villager is going to be brutally murdered by this screaming villager each night.
One villager every night?
Yep, that's right. That means if the two of us can't find him and defeat him fast enough, eventually all the residents of this village will be murdered by him.
No way! JJ, we have to do something!
Yeah, let's defeat the screaming villager and save the village.
All right! We're coming for you, screaming villager!
Hang on, Mikey.
Huh? What's wrong?
We won't be able to find him by just randomly searching without any leads. During the day, the screaming villager is disguised as a regular villager. What we should be doing is checking each villager here so we can find out which one of them is him.
Yeah, that's a good plan. We'll find the screaming villager in no time.
Are there any suspicious villagers that could be the screaming villager in disguise? What about this one?
I don't think it's the farmer. He's such a hard worker. So he's definitely not the screaming villager.
Well, that's true. He is working pretty hard. Let's avoid jumping to conclusions and go check out some other villagers.
Okay.
Oh, a shepherd villager. There's nothing particularly suspicious about him. Oh well, how about this one? I think this is a Fletcher.
He's not suspicious either.
Well, we can't tell so far.
Yeah, no one sticks out. We have no idea who the screaming villager is. I thought it'd be easier to find him. Oh.
There are still villagers we haven't checked, so let's keep at it.
I guess so.
Looks like all of these villagers have professions.
Yeah, they're working so hard.
Oh, wait. These are jobless villagers.
You're right.
What about them?
Hold on. So the screaming villager suddenly appeared in this village and then disguised himself as someone who lives here, right?
That's right.
Wouldn't that mean that the screaming villager has to be one of these jobless villagers? If he suddenly showed up, then he wouldn't have a profession.
Well, that's a possibility, but we don't know for sure yet. From the look of it, nothing seems different about the jobless villagers either.
Well, I think these jobless villagers are suspicious.
Well, let's still take a look at all the villagers before we decide anything. There might be one that feels off. Seems normal.
Yep.
Anyone else?
Is there really even a screaming villager? It just looks like a peaceful village to me. JJ, what is this?
That's a villager that was murdered by the screaming villager. This must be last night's victim.
No way! That's horrible! This is gonna happen every night? We need to find the screaming villager quickly!
Yeah, we need to hurry, or there'll be more victims like this one. Well, we've investigated quite a few villagers so far, but we still haven't found any with the characteristics of the screaming villager.
Yeah.
He's better at pretending to be a villager than I thought he'd be.
What do we do? It'll be nighttime soon. Then someone else will get killed, right? Oh, hang on! I have a great idea! We should summon a huge number of iron golems and have them watch over the entire village for us!
Good idea! But the screaming villager is great at disguise, so I'm not sure if the iron golems will recognize him as an enemy.
It'll be fine. We just need to act quickly. Let's summon the iron golems right away! Okay, just like that!
Sure, I guess summoning the iron golems isn't a bad idea.
Okay! They're done! We've summoned a whole bunch of iron golems. With this many of them around, the screaming villager won't be able to attack the other villagers.
I hope you're right about that. Oh, we should also surround the entire village with a fence. That way, we can keep the screaming villager from running away.
Yeah, let's do it!
All right.
Almost done! Nice!
Okay, now to finish off the fence.
Perfect!
Whoa, that looks good. Nice! We surrounded the entire village with a fence.
All right!
Now the screaming villager won't be able to escape from the village.
Plus, we have our iron golems, so he won't be able to commit murder anymore!
No, it's not that easy. Iron golems can only guard outside the villagers' houses, so there's no protection for the villagers in their homes.
Oh, I see.
The villagers will go back to their houses when night falls, so we should go from house to house to see if anyone looks suspicious.
Yeah, let's do it.
The sun's going down,
No kidding!
and it looks like all the villagers are starting to head back home for the evening. All right. Mikey, let's go search each house to see if there are any suspicious villagers.
Okay, let's go.
This villager is sleeping. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything suspicious here. What about the other villagers in this house? They're sleeping too.
They are.
And what about this house? Looks like the door is still open. There are only 2 beds, but there are 3 villagers.
Oh, that villager is suspicious.
All right, I think we should just block off the door so that none of the villagers can leave this house. Just like this.
Good idea.
If a villager dies inside this house, that means one of the 3 villagers inside is the screaming villager. That'd really narrow our search.
Good thinking.
Let's keep looking for any other suspicious villagers.
Okay.
What about the villagers in this house? They're asleep too.
Nothing suspicious here.
Oh, there's another house over there. Let's check it out. Is there anything suspicious here?
Is that another body?
That's definitely a different body than the one we saw earlier. Which means the screaming villager has killed again.
No way! And it happened outside the houses, so everything we just did was for nothing. Weren't the iron golems supposed to be watching outside? How did this happen?
It turns out the iron golems can't identify the screaming villager as an enemy. The screaming villager is still a villager after all. And iron golems are programmed to protect villagers.
Oh no! So the screaming villager really is that good at disguising itself as a villager?
It looks like we'll have to use a different strategy to identify him.
How are we planning to detect the screaming villager this time?
So, we're gonna destroy all of the houses in the village and put all the beds in one place. That way, we can keep an eye on all of the villagers at the same time.
Yeah! If we can see them all at once, we'll be able to spot anything suspicious right away! But JJ, won't the screaming villager just resist the urge to kill while we're watching? We might have to spend days or even months watching over everyone.
Actually, Mikey, if the screaming villager doesn't kill at least once a day, he'll start growing weak. And when he grows weak, he won't be able to transform into an ordinary villager anymore. So if we put all the beds in one place and keep watch, the screaming villager should eventually reveal himself to us.
Oh, then this is a great plan.
First, let's make enough beds for all of the villagers, so we can put them all in one place. And I guess that means we'll need to gather up lots of wool from the sheep.
Okay.
So, I'll use these shears. All right.
Nice job.
There's more over here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, there's more over here. Sweet.
Wow. Perfect.
Nice.
All right. Huh? Wait a second.
What's wrong?
I can't shear this sheep for some reason. Did my shears break?
Huh? Oh no, Mikey!
Ouch!
Hang on!
It's attacking!
Run, Mikey!
Ouch!
We have to get away from that sheep!
Ouch! 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 Wait up, JJ!
Run!
Wait for me!
Hurry!
Ouch!
You okay? It stopped attacking.
That hurt!
Huh.
What happened?
I think the screaming villager was controlling that sheep to attack us.
He can do that?
Yeah, this is proof that the screaming villager is against our plan to gather all the villagers together in one place.
Oh, yeah!
Well, we did get a lot of wool, so now let's dismantle the villagers' houses.
Huh, got it!
All right, let's get to it. We'll destroy the houses just like this.
Okay!
And we can grab the bed, too. After we do this, the screaming villager will have nowhere to hide.
Yeah! We're definitely gonna find him!
All right, we took down all of the walls in the village and gathered up all the beds.
Nice!
Now the villagers won't be able to sleep back at their homes. They'll have to come here, where we'll place all of the beds.
All right!
Okay, let's start placing them. Like this. And there we go.
Okay!
Great! All of the beds are placed. Now we'll be able to watch over the villagers while they sleep.
Nice! That looks good!
Also, Mikey, we have that fence we built around the village, but how about we make an exit that only you and I can open? That way, we'll be able to move around freely.
Yeah!
So here, I'll do something like this, and then this, and I guess that'll do it. Then right there, I'll place an iron door. Nice! And then I'll set up this button. Now we're the only ones that can open this door, so the villagers won't be able to leave.
All right! We're all set!
Well, once night falls, let's watch over the beds to make sure the screaming villager doesn't kill again.
Okay, we'll definitely find him now!
All right. All of the villagers are asleep in their beds.
We just have to keep watching to make sure no murders happen.
That's the plan.
All right.
We'll stay put until morning.
Okay.
Yeah, the sun is rising. We watched over everyone all night long, but nothing happened.
That's great! Maybe just watching them prevented any murders from happening.
All right, time to wake up the villagers.
Whoa!
Oh! All right then, Mikey. If we can keep this strategy going for several days, the screaming villager will keep getting weaker and should eventually reveal his true form.
Yeah!
Also, the screaming villager is a really tough enemy. So let's get ourselves equipped so we can defeat him when he shows up.
Yeah! Let's do it!
Let's go to a cave so we can mine for ores.
Okay!
This cave looks good. Let's search for diamonds so we can craft full sets of diamond armor and diamond swords for when we fight the screaming villager.
Okay, let's go!
Come on. All right, we're pretty far underground.
Yeah, but we're not finding any diamonds, though.
Well, we need to find some quickly. Let's look over here. Huh?
Huh?
A dead end.
What?
Let's try this.
Okay.
Oh, hold up.
Huh?
Whoa, it looks like we've reached some kind of cavern.
What is this place?
Oh, there's diamonds over there.
Awesome! There's lots of them!
We have to get across.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes!
Be careful.
All right.
Whoa. Yes.
Whoa! Close one!
Okay.
Almost there!
Careful. All right.
And then, all right!
Yes. Hey.
We made it across!
Now let's mine.
Yeah!
All right.
There's so many diamonds!
Sweet. It looks like we have enough diamonds. So I'll make a crafting table. And now I can make some diamond armor.
Whoa, nice! It's the ultimate armor!
All right, Mikey. Here you go.
Oh, thanks!
All right. Let's get equipped. Sweet! We each have a set of full diamond gear.
Awesome! Now we'll be able to defeat the screaming villager, no problem!
Now let's hurry back to the village.
Okay!
All right, we're back.
Ha! We're all geared up, so all we have to do is watch the beds until the screaming villager shows up. Huh?
Huh?
What was that noise?
Not sure, Mikey. Get back!
Huh? What? Ouch!
Whoa!
What happened?
Was that a landmine?
Oh, but But who would set one up here?
It must have been the screaming villager. He's trying to get rid of us.
Huh? The screaming villager? Are you kidding me?
Huh? And the beds are all gone.
You're right! Did the screaming villager do that too?
Ugh, it looks that way.
No way! But at least there's lots of sheep in this village, so we just have to make more beds.
That's true. Let's gather wool and rebuild them.
All right.
Where are all the sheep? Are they over here?
Huh?
I thought there were lots of them. I don't see them anywhere.
Huh? Me neither. Where'd they go?
Oh no, the sheep are all gone. Now we can't make the beds.
No way!
The screaming villager must have done this too. I'm guessing he's trying to sabotage our plan to put all the beds in one place.
But if there aren't any beds, we won't be able to watch over all the villagers at night. And then another villager will get murdered where we can't see.
It's time for our last resort. Let's implement another plan to weaken the screaming villager. Enough for him to finally show his true form.
So what's the plan for our last resort?
Well, I have an idea. First, we're gonna make a deep, inescapable hole. And then, we'll gather all of the villagers inside of it. That way, we can be together and watch over them.
Oh, so we just need to dig a hole.
All right, how about here? Let's make it about this big. Okay, I guess that should be good enough. At this depth, it's impossible to get out.
Yeah.
Well, it's all set. So let's gather everyone.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
We've gathered everyone.
Whoa, we did it.
It's all set.
Nice. Now it's easy to see what all the villagers are doing.
Yep, and that's what we're gonna do. We'll watch them from above the pit.
Okay. Oh, it's nighttime now.
I feel bad for the ordinary villagers, but we have to keep them up all night as we watch over them.
It's like a game of chicken with the screaming villager. We're not feeding you all until the screaming villager reveals himself.
Yeah, let's make the screaming villager so weak he has no choice but to reveal himself.
Okay.
Let's also drain the screaming villager's stamina by pouring water on him. 3, 2, 1, take that!
All right.
Uh-oh, that's not good. They can spill out of the pit. We gotta do this instead. We'll put water in the corners like so, and that'll push them all towards the center.
How do you like that? Show yourself already, screaming villager!
Excellent!
All right.
Take that!
Go, go, go!
Keep pouring water on him.
How do you like that, screaming villager? Are you weak yet?
Keep it up.
Ugh! The screaming villager hasn't revealed his true form yet. Is he even in here?
Well, he's gotta be disguised as one of the villagers here.
I hope so.
Let's keep pouring water. We need him to get weaker.
Is it working?
Huh?
Huh?
Hang on! It's the screaming villager! He's revealed himself!
You're right!
That farmer was the screaming villager, Mikey!
He's in the pit, so we just have to weaken him in order to defeat him, right?
Maybe. Let's just keep it up.
Let's keep weakening him!
No, the screaming villager is making platforms to try and climb out.
What do we do, JJ?
Calm down, Mikey. This is exactly what we geared up for.
Oh, that's right. Okay, screaming villager, bring it on!
He's coming.
All right, come at me!
Here he comes. He's fast.
Take this! Ouch!
Uh-oh. Where'd he go? Take this. Whoa. Good thing we have diamond gear. Take him down.
Yes!
Whoa.
Oh, yay!
Amazing. We defeated the screaming villager.
We did it, JJ!
Phew.
The villagers are all safe now.
If you enjoyed today's adventure, make sure to like and subscribe. Plus, you can check us out on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok whenever you want with the links in the corner.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.